The following training is sponsored by the Neoga Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you.
Hello, welcome back, or welcome to everybody. It's nice to see you all again. I'm Sarah. I am the Neoga mobile trainer today, and we are going to go over how to get library books on your Kindle Paperwhite. Kindle Paperwhites are wonderful tools to read books. They read or feel or look a lot like regular paper books. And what I did was I scrolled down on my screen here. Do you have something that looks like this? This is the Kindle Paperwhite, and these are advertised as now waterproof. Not a big deal, certified refurbished. These are the Paperwhites. Kindle Paperwhites are marketed as e-readers, that are as close to paper books as you can get for a reading experience. Many people like them, many people have them, but one of the weird things is you cannot use the Paperwhite itself to get a book from the library. Okay, so let me explain this and let's scroll up. We'll get into this. If you're interested in any of our training, please go ahead and visit the websites listed here. I'll have them in the description as well. And let's get started. So the specs, there's all kinds of specifications, dimensions for the Paperwhite. What is really, really important, what we're focusing in here, is that the Kindle Paperwhite is connected to the internet. Now, the connectivity may be Wi-Fi only. That is, you might have to be at home or at the library in order to be connected to the internet. Or there might be what they call Wi-Fi with LTE. LTE is long-term evolution. That is essentially an internet connection built in like a cellular phone. The main point, the point you need to focus on, is that your Paperwhite needs to be connected to the internet before you can get any library books. Right? So the next big question after we discover, well, yes, we do have a Paperwhite. Here they are on the screen. How do we connect? Here it is. Be sure your Paperwhite is connected to the internet, usually via Wi-Fi. Here's what we do. In step 1, click on what they call, or tap, your hamburger menu. That's this. They've got it outlined in pink. And go to Settings. As soon as you tap Settings, you'll see right here under step 2 a bunch of different settings, including airplane mode, Wi-Fi, deregistration, those types of things. Tap Wi-Fi right here. It is again squared off in pink. Step 3 over here, you need to pick your Wi-Fi. It could be your home internet connection. It's usually wherever the top connection, whatever is strongest, you would actually tap that one. And they don't show you which one they tap here, but they tapped one of these connections you can see on the screen. And if the Wi-Fi requires a password, you will then immediately be prompted for the password. You do have to put that in, and as soon as you put that in, like it is here in pink, the connect will be in full color. You'll be able to connect your Paperwhite to the internet. So make sure that's step 1. You're ready to get a library book. You need to take your Paperwhite and set it aside. Yes, I said take your Paperwhite, set it aside. You cannot go directly to the library website on it. You can't actually really go to any real website directly on the Paperwhite. That's not what it's there for. The Paperwhite is for reading books, not for surfing the web. If you have a Kindle Fire, or you have an iPad, or you have a Samsung Galaxy tablet, or you have a smartphone, those are all fully integrated, connected. Paperwhites are specifically for books. So all they do is connect to the internet for the purpose of downloading your books. That's it. So please take your Paperwhite, set it aside. You need to go to either a tablet, like you can see here in the image, or go to a full computer. It could be your desktop, it could be a laptop, your big, what I call at home, my big computer at home. It's actually just a little laptop, but I still call it my big computer. Go to your big computer. Keep the Paperwhite off to the side. Okay, so you've kept your Paperwhite off to the side. Now, I'm also going to mention today is a new day, and I'm trying something a little bit different and learning, so I look a little different, shirt's different, all of that. But what we're going to do is I'm continuing today from yesterday's video on the Kindle Paperwhite. Let me just scroll up a little bit here. We just got on the network, we figured out what Paperwhites are, and now we are actually looking for a library book. There are several ways to find a library book, and the first way I talked about was actually searching the entire catalog if you wanted to. For title, author, subject, whatever you wanted to look for the ebook format. This time what we're going to do is we are going to go straight to Kindle ebooks at our library system, okay? And the links are going to be in the description. If you want to go directly to our Niaoga's ebook catalog, what you do is you are going to look for something that says download. It says overdrive. See here, ebooks, audiobooks, and more. It's blue, and Overdrive is the company that we get our ebooks from for you. So look for this link and go ahead, when you find it on your local library site or you find it on the Niaoga site, go ahead and click it. When you do, this is the first page that you're going to see, and very importantly here circled in red, what you're going to want to do first is actually sign into the catalog, because this is going to give us just the ebooks for your electronic reader. We're talking specifically about the Paperwhite, that's a Kindle, so let's keep with that. All right, so if you click sign in, which I strongly recommend you do, you're going to get this little welcome screen, and you'll notice all you need is your card number. You put in your card number and you will click sign in. Remember, you are using a Kindle. Kindle, it bears repeating. Paperwhites are Kindles and they read Kindle books, so there's no need for any other app. There's no need for Libby, that's entirely different. I'll have a video on that. You are a Paperwhite, you're a Kindle. No need for anything else. On the screen, you'll notice that there is you can search for a book. You can use this little magnifying glass, and the easiest way to use the magnifying glass is to search for like a title or an author if you want it. If you're like me and you're interested in things like mystery or romance or nonfiction or biographies or different things like that, your best bet is to actually go to the subject area, and the subject area is over on literally the left side of the screen. So you can browse for subjects in the subject area. You can see only Kindle books if you want, and there's also here collections in the middle. We're a Kindle, we're a Paperwhite, so I went ahead and clicked Kindle Books. We have 4,508 results. And right now they're actually going by the availability that is available now. And you can see this here circled in red. The Stoic Challenge pops up. I talked about that in the previous video. No big deal. This is just another way to get to the same book. 4,508 titles under Kindle Books, and the available now is selected. When I click on the picture of the cover, I get the record of the book. So here's the Stoic Challenge. Here's the book itself. If I want more of a description, I can click this little that little V that is pointed here in red. I can see that the format again says Kindle Book, so I make sure I have that. But what we're going to go right to is this blue button saying Borrow. I get a pop-up screen in front of me, and it allows me to choose one of two different borrowing periods. I can either choose 7 days or 14 days. That's what we have in our system. And remember though, there's no fines, there's no fees, there's nothing to return, and you can actually renew the book as long as someone hasn't requested it. Okay? If someone's requested it, it's going to go to that person, but then you can check it back out again when they return it. So if you can't read it in 14 days, that's okay. You can still get it again. But we're going to borrow for 14 days, like it's circled here. We're going to click the blue borrow button. Now, when we do this on our computer, like I said, we're on our big computer, whatever you call your big computer, your laptop, whatnot, you are going to get a pop-up, and it literally says right here, success, that I have checked out the title onto my library card. I will go ahead and make sure I click immediately the Read Now with Kindle. When I do that, I'm going to be, just like I was before, directed to my Amazon account page. I'll need to sign in on the computer that I'm on. And remember, your Paperwhite is off to the side. It's okay. It's already connected to Wi-Fi. It will synchronize. It should. Sometimes you have to turn the Paperwhite off and then turn it back on again. Sometimes the synchronization takes a minute or two. On your big computer, this is exactly what you're seeing on the screen, is this sign into your Amazon account. You go ahead and sign in. When you log in, again, just like in the previous video, you'll see the Get Library Book, and in this case, there's a person named Gavin, and it's going to say Get Library Book and deliver to, and it's going to say your Kindle's name. It will also have when the loan expires. No fines, no fees, nothing to return. The book will automatically synchronize to your Paperwhite through your Wi-Fi connection or your internet connection. Thank you. And if you have any other ideas or different things for videos, please let me know. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye now.